Hi there, and welcome back to Uncle Greg's Art Lessons. Today we're going to learn how to draw and color the cat boats of Nantucket. Cat boats are small sailboats that they sail around the harbor in the daytime. They're beautiful, they have beautiful sails, colors. This is a photograph of a painting I did, an oil painting. And look at here's an American flag one, and here's a blue with white stars and green and white stripes. They're beautiful little boats. But so let's get to it. But before that, last week we talked about light and shadows. That was fun. We drew a Mr. Happy Face, and we did a pair. These are both round ones. Really quick, I want to do two different shapes, a square and a pyramid. And I'm going to use crayons today, but you can use anything you want. Remember the light source here is going to be very easy and fast. There's a square. Let's give it a side here and a top here. Light source is here, so this is going to be in the shade. So the shadow is going to be over here. And the shadow is always the darkest of the very base. Wasn't that fun? Let's do a pyramid. This will be the shady side. And there's the shadow. There again, darkest down there. Very simple. Do this 4 or 5 times. Maybe put the light source over here and go that way. It's a fun thing to do. Now let's get back to a cat boat. And why do they call them cat boats? Because years ago, fishermen would go out fishing, bring the catch back, unload them off the docks, and cats would try to get into the boat to try to steal a fish. And they would constantly shoo the cats away. And that's how it became cat boats. So I'm going to this is the first step in drawing a boat. There, I almost lost my crayon. Okay, think of a long, skinny number 8 laying down on its side. And when the 2 lines meet, draw one down like that, come back. And this is the bottom of the boat, and that's the top. The light is coming from here, so this will be in the shade. And there'll be a little shadow here. Was that easy or what? And if it's a really calm day and it's sitting in the water, it's going to be like a mirror. You're going to get some reflections coming here, like that. Isn't that great? I'm going to do another one real quick. Same thing. Look how quick this is. And if it's a little windy day, then you'll get a couple of reflections. Now the back of a boat is called the stern. The front of the boat is called a bow. And if it's anchored in the water, there's a line that goes down here. And guess what that's called? It's called a painter, just like you and me. Okay, that's the start. So let me go right to a cat boat. Have your light source. Same thing. Now, the mast of a normal sailboat would be about in the middle, but a cat boat's mast goes way up to the front. And here, let's put a person in now. A person's very easy, just a block like that with a head. And here's the boom coming out. And a cat boat has another boom that's connected to the sail that comes up to here. And here's the sail. And this boom or spar is called gaff rig. Pretty simple. And there again, there's a little shadow. And this would be in the shadow because of the light source. And because it's sailing, you're not going to have too much of a reflection, but a little bit. Coming down here. There. And the bottom of the boat always has bottom paint. So let's just say it's a red bottom paint. And if the light source is here, there might be a little shadow here. So after this, I went ahead and did the same thing, same type of boat, and put them in a different position. This is what we're going to do this week and a little bit of next week. Perspective. Perspective shows depth and distance in painting. The bigger boats are closer to you, and the boats that are further away are smaller, but not just smaller. This is the horizon line. They'll be smaller and closer to the horizon line. But next week we'll do a little bit more. So, like I said, all these boats have different colors. Let's make this one red stripes. After class, you could do the same thing. You could lay this out like that in color. Red and white stripes with a little reflection, not too much. Here's a blue with the white stars around it. A little bit of reflection. Let's make this green with a red stripe. And some boats are still white, so we could leave that one here. Remember the little bottom paint on the back. And remember, light source and the shadow here. Let's make all these bottoms little, or the stern of the boat, dark. A little shadow. And you could continue on doing any colors you like. But let's think about the water and the sky. The water is mainly a reflection of the sky all the time. And normally, when you look at the sky, the upper part is much darker blue than the bottom part. It goes from dark to light, in reverse of the water, dark to light. So I put a couple of clouds in. So I won't spend a lot of time showing this, but you don't have to make this as big as I did. But I just want to get you the idea. In the water is darker at the bottom, and it gets lighter at the top. You could use felt tip markers, watercolors, anything you want. Some clouds. Like I said, it'll take time. And use as many bright colors as you want. There's yellow, little reflection down here. Let's make this an orange one. There's a brown one. Like I said, if I had more time, I'd make the bottom of the water darker and the top of the sky darker and lighter coming down here. So, until next time, have fun and keep painting. Bye-bye.